Hello and welcome to Drunken Dragon Gaming, where the drinks are cold, the meals are warm, and the games are on fire. Tonight, jumping back into our playthrough of EDENCRAFTERS. It's been a little while. Actually, it's been over a month since we jumped back into this. Pi will be joining us in just a little bit. Hey, Bill, good to see you, buddy. So, just been trying to look over the map, trying to figure out what the heck we were doing next. And I can't remember what we were doing. I see I got a train track set up over here. I don't know if it's functional. And I know the goal on this planet is to clean up all the toxicology. I'm not sure how we're going to clean some of this stuff that's way out in the middle. Alright, there's the train track. Oh, it is just... Oh, it's just the train track. I think we're planning on bringing some material over there. I think it's probably graphite. So we haven't been able to find a lot of it. Get the steel production actually going. I think. Double check and make sure I'm going the right way. I think it's going over there. Yep. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. May have to wait for Pi to hop on with us, just in case he remembers what we were doing. Check a couple of things. We've only got one thing left to analyze, that's uranium. And then look at the planet analyzer. We need to build a climate regulator. Okay, so what's it take to build a climate regulator? We're going to need thermal regulators, insulation layers, and sensor arrays. Right. Insulation layers. I'll get that going. While that's being made, I'm gonna grab a quick smoke. Grab a brew. It's been one of those days. Feels like I have more and more of those days than other days these days. Alright, then we'll throw together some thermal regulators, and we'll throw together some sensor arrays. We'll know that we have all that in our pocket, but it looks like I need to clear some stuff out of my pocket. Because we're going to need to be able to build a power source for the climate regulator. And that'll unlock the DNA replicator. That'll take us to the next piece. And then sadly, reading patch notes, they just had a patch come out today. Apparently they forgot to add in a building they had planned on having on this planet. So now once we finish finding all the research pieces, we'll be able to build this new building. Don't want to give away too much on it. But unfortunately, when I was reading through the patch notes, they were talking about certain things, and then they said boats could get stuck when going long distances. And I was left going, boats? We get boats? I didn't know we get boats. So now I'm wanting to find out how to get boats. And are they really more useful than the spaceship? Or do they work kind of like the train? I'm curious. Yeah, as we unlock all the different things, of course, we're going to be building more and more. We're going to need to green up the planet. But the big thing is get rid of all the toxicology. We've gotten rid of 4.9% of it. It's not a lot. Had some homemade spaghetti for dinner tonight. That was awesome. My wife makes awesome spaghetti sauce. Alright. Oh, looks like it finished that. Okay. Let me go look at thermal regulators. See, those get made in the other bench. Yeah, those get made this bench over here. And we need 50 of them. All right. Here's 50 of those. Yeah, it's too bad this game won't let you set the bench and say, all right, I want to be making these. And, if you're handcrafting them, you have to stay at the bench because, well, it makes sense because you're making them by hand. So at the very least, I'll work on this and go throw down some climate control for us. Turn down the temperature in the area. Hey, Sneaky Turtle, how you doing tonight? You ever played EDENCRAFTERS? that? Cool. Yeah, I've been running some blueprints through my head for your warehouse. Excuse me. Hopefully we got everything to be able to make the sensor arrays too. I should have checked. Well, I've been working the blueprints in my head. So I'm thinking definitely gonna need granite blocks and polished granite blocks. Gonna need some of the starlight blocks. We don't have antennas being made. I need 40 of those. We need 120 antennas, which means I need to get rid of some stuff in my pocket. Okay. Keep those. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. Alright, we need, that's 3 per, so we need 120 antennas. Oh, can't go past 100. Okay. Alright. Well, I know granite and polished granite for certain. Those two are absolute, and palm wood. Well, honestly, it's up to you, because the internal layer will be done with a wood, so it has that nice warm feel to it. And you can choose either palm wood or boreal wood. Those will be the two that I go with, or conifer or palm. Those are the 2 blocks that I would be looking at going with, because they look the nicest when doing that kind of a build. Those are the pieces that I know absolutely for certain. Anyway, I'm gonna do the double storage, but we're also gonna make the area above the storage a little taller, so that you got a place to be able to hang your trophies. So it'll look really nice in there. That gives me. Right, we need 2 more. Right, that gives us all the antennas we need. Once the sensor array is finished, so we can fly over to the hot island, and we'll put the climate control tower down on it, and then we'll fly back, get the materials we need to power it. And that'll get us started on the next stage of the planet and the mannequins. Okay. Ah, spaces for the mannequins. Okay. Alright, let me think about that. I'll have to think about where to make a spot for the mannequins. I mean, I guess we could remove a couple of the storage spots that have like little alcoves for the mannequins. Which actually isn't a bad idea. Break up the storage so that one section of storage is this type of material, this section of storage is that type of material. And in between those two materials, you got mannequins kind of bordering them. That could be workable. And then do it with a. Okay, yeah. No, I got an idea on that. All right. And chances are, when I come over to build your warehouse, I may decide to go ahead and stream it, as long as you're okay with that. But I'd want your permission first. Okay. Now the hot region. So we are going to be trying to go here, I think. Yeah, right in that spot there. So, yeah, right in this area right here. That's where we want to go. Okay, fix our food so we don't die. We're gonna be burning up a little bit. So I've got a warming unit and a cooling module. I don't have an extra cooling module, so hopefully that cooling module will hopefully keep me at least somewhat alive. Hey, Pi.
Hello.
Yay, I fixed my sound ahead of time this time. I turned up the volume on my Discord, and then I kicked off Streamlabs, and then I went and double checked my sound again, and it turned down my Discord again, so I turned it back up. So this time when you hopped in, you didn't come in all quiet and stuff, but I was actually able to hear you.
One of these days I'll have to figure out why it does that.
Yeah. Alright, we've got our marker set. I cannot, for the life of me, remember what it was we were actually doing.
I honestly can't either.
Because I checked, and it has been over a month since we played. And funny enough, this is only episode 3 of this planet. That's kind of, for me, it's one of those things where that's kind of hard to believe with the amount of stuff that we've gotten done. But at the same time, I believe it.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of experience with the other planets, so.
Yeah, that we do.
But we got a few systems down pat. So I was actually telling chat earlier that reading patch sometimes can be unfortunate.
That it can. Medical.
So, when I was reading today's patch notes, because it just released a patch today, small patch, but apparently they had forgotten to put a building in. And then on top of that, in the patch notes, it mentioned something on Nova Terra that had me very confused. You know, the new building and everything, that's cool and all, and exciting, don't get me wrong. But it's when you read the patch notes and it says, sometimes boats can get stuck when going long distances. And, of course, you know, you and I have been playing this long enough, my brain instantly went, boats?
You know, what? What are you talking about? We don't have those.
Let's slap this down right there. Double check my map. Okay, yeah, no, I'm in a super hot region. Okay. Just making sure. Alright, now I gotta go back and make some composite beams, some osmium drills, and some plated connectors so we can power this thing on. And this thing's gonna be easy to spot once it finishes building. So we're going to have to find all the different research centers on here. Specifically all the ones that are Dr. Anatoly's notes. And once we find all of his notes, then it unlocks a new power building for us.
Oh, okay.
At least that's how it read in the patch notes.
Oh, we can't see uranium. Okay.
No, we cannot see uranium yet. Oh, no. I accidentally jumped out of the spaceship.
Yeah, definitely done that a few times.
It's almost finished, this big old building. Got a climate regulator going. Alright. Time to head back where we came from. As soon as I can figure out where that's at. It's right over there. Hey, I know part of what we were working on was just getting all the parts being made and going into warehouses.
Yeah, which is why I was over here setting up the sapphire and whatever the heck else.
Sapphire and amethyst.
Yeah.
Well, we have gem cutters available now. So you can actually take the sapphire and the amethyst and not just put the raw into the warehouse, but you can take it and turn it into its special component
Yeah, we
that
have
can be made.
plasma conductors and energy crystals going in.
Okay. And amethyst, though, I accidentally unlocked it on the material analyzer while we were offline, but that's also unlocked the radiation isolant, which requires amethyst alloy and osmium ingots, and unlocked the radiation shield. Radiation shield we don't need so much because that's personal equipment, but the radiation isolant we're going to need. So hopefully we've got some osmium over there.
It does not look like it.
I'm not even sure what makes amethyst alloy. Or gold alloy. What is gold alloy? Oh, that's right. We have advanced panels to make now. Gold alloy and amethyst alloy. We gotta make some alloy machines. But first, I was doing this thing. that. Any of these in here? No, everything will be made over here. Alright, osmium drills. I'll have that covered. So yeah, I'm sure we can find plenty of little projects to work on with this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Thunder just published his edited video from last night of us playing.
Oh, boy. The death is immense.
maybe he edited out all the deaths and made it look like we took them out without dying. Yeah, people will believe that. Uh-huh. Because boy, that first round on the dragon, that was something else. Hey, I should have expected it, dragon.
Well, it's also one of those things where, 2/3 of the party were the least suited to do it.
Right. And the one guy that was kind of suited was doing the best he could to try not to die. Well, you guys, got to whack on the guy whenever we got him down to the ground. Alright, so we need plated conductors, composite beams, osmium drills all being made.
Oh, wow. No osmium on this island, it looks like.
Oh, fun. Well, maybe that goes back to my theory. That they're going to intend for us to train it or something. And that's why I was curious about the boats, because I'm going, oh, well, are the boats going to be something that we drive? Or are they going to be something for transporting stuff? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I should just use the drone so I can actually aim where this thing is going. Alright, that's got the geothermal plant going in. Oh, it is warm over here, even with my cooling unit. Alright, geothermal's on, which means now that's going to be running. I love the fact that it's just a giant air conditioning unit. But, I like this because with that, it makes it where we have more of a reason to explore. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Well, hopefully we can find some
Yeah, 'cause if nothing else, it might be on the other frozen island, too. Which would at least put it real close.
which other frozen island?
There's the one that I was just at, which is the kind of not frozen island anymore, and then there's the big frozen one south of it.
Oh, yeah, the one that's covered in radiation.
Yeah.
Plenty of cobalt.
Yeah, cobalt was there, indeed. Just not the resource we actually needed.
No. Okay. Huh. Alright, are you up to 16% on the climate regulation? I should have gone over to the big island over there and done that. Slapped it right in the middle. That would have been a smart thing to do. That would have guaranteed maximum coverage, plus it would have guaranteed completion of that task. Okay. All I did was, kind of look at the tasks and whatnot, trying to figure out what it was we were doing next, and then I realized that, I can build the climate control thing, as long as I make all the parts manually.
Oh, amethyst alloy is just amethyst and copper. I have that over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but to make them, we're going to have to pocket make them for a while, just because to make the radiation isolate, that is osmium and amethyst alloys.
Yeah, so, but if you can make the amethyst alloy, that would be great.
Yep, I'll get on that.
And then, if you're looking at the alloy machine, can you tell me what the gold alloy is?
Sure. Actually, we have some going, so.
We do? We got gold alloy?
We should. Let me land the buggy. Oh, no, wait a minute. I was thinking of something else, but get off the... Gold alloy is golden phosphorus.
Golden phosphorus. Really? Phosphorus? Oh, okay.
I thought I had some going over here.
I don't think there's any phosphorus over there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was the thing we were working towards on... What island was it?
The hot island in the upper right, because I already got the train
Yeah.
track going across. I couldn't remember if that was going to be bringing graphite over to do a big steel factory, or if it was going to be bringing something else.
It might have been for both, to be honest. It has been long enough, I claim no proper memory of what the heck we were doing.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, because I turned this area into gold wire and all that kind of stuff. That's what I did.
Right. We don't have plated connectors being made, it doesn't look like. But you got all the basic gold stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering, because I want to make one of those advanced plates. to see what it unlocks.
The advanced panel?
Yeah.
I have 2 of them in my pocket.
Oh, okay, so it didn't unlock anything. Or maybe it did, but not what I was hoping for. Okay, so gonna have to hunt for uranium. I could have sworn we had uranium in a cave somewhere nearby.
We probably do. I don't remember seeing it though.
There's a lot of caves.
Yeah. This map is resource sparse.
I wouldn't say it's resource sparse. It just has it spread out in inconvenient
Right.
ways. But it ensures that we have to come up with a way to be able to make our different things. So, it's, which I don't mind. Okay, fine, it's forcing us to make the trains. Okay. I was wanting to do all kinds of trains.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Large amethyst deposit will now show up on the radar.
Huzzah.
Alright, and then... Alright, I'm going to build a climate regulator and take it down to the big frozen island. Because that'll give us the radiation absorber and the large uranium deposits. So we'll be able to scan for those. Alright, so I need enough materials to make another one of those. Oh, it's so exciting, chat, watching me handcraft this stuff. That's how we have to do it right now. Oh, that's why I had all the reinforced frames. I think that was for the trains and the train station. Yeah, because the train station needs... Yeah, we need so many reinforced frames. Okay, yeah, after you finish with the amethyst alloy, I think we probably need to focus on the next project of being the reinforced frames. And get those going into a warehouse, because we're going to need so many of them. Oh, we also unlocked the Tier 3 warehouse.
Oh, nice.
But it requires amethyst alloy.
Yep.
And fast rotors and quantum processors. Fast rotors and quantum processors we can make by hand. Amethyst alloy we cannot.
Yep, it requires the outlet factory.
Alright, so back to what I was looking for. Climate, dude. Where's the climate thingy? There we go. Alright, 50 thermal regulators, 40 sensor arrays, so I need to make another 120 antennas. Alright, let's get to work on that. We'll let that process, see where that gets us to. Hey, it's nice that we've got most of the parts for being able to manually make this stuff going into the warehouses. That does help quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think I should have enough space in my inventory this time to be able to have everything necessary for both the geothermal power plus the climate regulator, so I'll be able to put them both down at the same time. Once it's finished this chat, then what I'll do, I'll go to the planet analyzer so y'all can see Because when you look at the planet analyzer, after you've done stuff like the climate regulation and whatnot, it'll actually change how the map looks through the planet analyzer. Like the super hot island that we put the climate regulator on, it'll have kind of a big round circle that doesn't have the little hot symbols and stuff on it. Because, well, taking care of that. All right, 8 more. All right, that's the 120 of those that we needed. All right. Get our sensor arrays done. Well, we're just starting the night chat. I mean, we're going to be building factories and trying to work things out and whatnot. What I'm trying to do, because it makes life easier for myself and Pi, is to have some of these buildings already unlocked, so that we can move forward. And there'll still be the need to make all kinds of things automated. Like y'all heard me talking to him a few moments ago, that the next major thing we need having going into the warehouse is going to be those reinforced frames. Can we make the quantum? I think so, yeah. Yeah, we can make the quantum. I don't know what it costs. There'll probably be some materials that, we need to be throwing together, but we'll see. Because getting 5 of those tier 3 warehouses down is absolutely fantastic, because it increases the stack size everywhere to 100, and we like it when our stack size is at 100, because then he and I can sit there working on building and crafting wherever we're at on the map, and don't have to worry about the other one using up a whole bunch of the materials that we're needing for our build. Right now we're at that stage where if I was working on a factory while he was working on that factory, we run the risk of stepping on each other's toes, because we'll run out of materials. In this game, even though it's a factory game, it's the one game that I think both Pi and I are in agreement on of embrace the spaghetti.
Yeah, yeah.
Forget trying to run your, conveyors in nice, smooth, clean lines. No, just put them down.
Yep. And once you get things sorted, you can always go back and, in quotes, fix it. But the amount of work is impressive on some of these lines, and it's really spaghetti.
Oh yeah. Sadly, all they're watching is a progress bar while I'm sitting here at the crafting bench, crafting things right now.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
But once I get the radiation absorber, we'll go ahead and throw that in the radiation zone, and then gonna have to figure out a rail line that's gonna work for us to try to make the power grid all interconnected, so that we can run nuclear power and have it power everything, which is a lot of steel. Yeah, we're gonna have to do like we did last time and have that one tier 3 warehouse that has nothing but steel going into it.
Yep.
And actually, I think we have one right now that's got nothing but steel going into it. Maybe. 450. That's 9 slots. No, that's not.
Yeah, no.
That's not even close to a warehouse because it's 5
No,
rows.
that's just
of,
one row.
Yeah. Well, after the way the day went for me at work, you know, today was a nutty day for me, and actually it's been a nutty week. I messaged Pi going, you know, what game you feeling tonight? Because tonight's one of the open slot nights where we're trying to work on some of the games that we've already got progress on, but we haven't finished. And my mind was going, I need something a little chill and relaxed, and so I pitched EDENCRAFTERS to him, and he says, yep, that'll work.
Yep.
And apparently I still don't know how to do math. Alright, there's that. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the build menu. We're going to come down here. What's wrong? Oh, I'm hungry. Okay. Back to the build menu. We're going to right click our geothermal. Alright, we need 10 drills. I'm going to try to go exact so that when I build, it'll completely empty my inventory. Tired of having leftovers in my inventory.
I get that.
Okay, 30 plated connectors. And then 20 composite beams. And then we fly over to the cold zone, plop down our climate control, and plop down the power, and it'll start heating that area up. Oh, but I'll make sure to take a look at the planet analyzer so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Double checking my stream's still going. Actually, I had to restart Streamlabs today.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Well, I tried launching the stream 3 times. Each time it claimed that it connected to YouTube and everything, but the upload speed stayed at 0. Never actually connected. I was like, okay, I don't know what's happening here. So I closed out of Streamlabs and then reopened it. Well, when I reopened it, of course, it went, there's a new version. I was like, oh, that's why they were doing that. Okay. And I always hate updating Streamlabs right before kicking off a stream because I don't have time to go and double check and make sure all the settings and everything are still where I left them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I gotta go in and fix the keyframe frequency because it's set to auto, but apparently the auto right now for the keyframe frequency is higher than 4 seconds, and it needs to be 4 seconds or less for the keyframe frequency. So I need to go figure out how that gets set because I've never messed with that. Alright, now go look at the planet analyzer right here. And so you can see here, where now you just got a little bit of heat here, a little bit of heat there, because the climate control has completely wiped out the heat in this area. Isn't that nice? Alright, so we are going to aim for right there. So that's going to be right here. I had to set myself a waypoint. Oh, and apparently one of the other updates that they made is that now oh, I wonder if that tower is one of the research spots. Okay.
All right, amethyst alloy is being made now.
Okay. Oh, this is not going to be an easy place to land. Yeah, so these buildings here look different from our climate control. This blade. And this blade thing, once we get the research done, we'll be able to build those. Or I should say, once we find all the research. But we actually make an upgrade to it, apparently. Alright, that's got power going. What is this down here? It looks like one of our builds, but at the same time...
Oh, no, that's where I put all the amethysts and everything.
Okay. So I saw these belts going through this building here. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, there was a building there, but I have currently converted it.
Gotcha. Oh. I know what this building was. This is where we started.
Yeah, that makes sense.
is it? It looks similar. No, it's not where we started, because where we started was actually in the snow. Okay, finish building it. Alright, head back. It is no longer windy or snowy. Oh, now it is again. Interesting. Alright, this is where we cooled off this island. We're going to heat up the other island. Now, sadly, when you heat it up, it doesn't actually melt the snow or anything. You said actually?
Yeah, we should be able to do the advanced frames really easily.
Oh, awesome.
I believe that was part of that railroad you set up, actually.
Oh. Okay. What's it supposed to be bringing you?
I'm pretty sure it's moving graphene to the 2 iron deposits
Okay.
that are on the other island.
Alright, so I'm supposed to bring graphene, because I noticed that the train never got finished. All it is just a bridge.
Yeah, unless there is a phosphorus right there, because there's a graphene deposit kind of up the mountain next to the train.
Ah, okay, yep. I remember now. Yeah, so it was definitely graphene that was getting brought over, or going to be brought over. But I need reinforced frames to build the train.
But we can definitely make those just sadly a pocket craft, because the reinforced frames require carbon fiber and iron beams.
And I need so many of them.
Yep. I'm headed over there to start working on an assembly line.
Alright. I'll entertain chat by crafting hundreds of frames. Because I'm gonna need what, 300?
Need a lot, yeah.
Oh boy. Alright, hold on. How many did I already have? I had 80. Alright, we're gonna make 100 of these. I'm gonna grab a smoke while I was making those. That's the downside with this game. Is once I sit down to craft in the assembly bench, I'm crafting a whole crap ton of an item. It's too easy to say, alright, well, I'm gonna go grab a smoke. Alright, so I'm bringing graphene to you. Got it. And I'm gonna want osmium, the osmium belts. I want the super fast belts. That way it loads the train really well. I might be able to add a second train station to it.
Oh, and there is phosphorus on the island.
Oh.
With that gold. We just didn't pipe it over all the way.
Oh, okay. So we do have phosphorus over there with the gold. Awesome.
Yeah, it's just kind of a not super great spot at the moment is all.
Okay. Still, that saves me from trying to figure out how to get phosphorus over to you.
Yep.
So the only thing I'm going to be working on is the train. Got it. I'm guessing 2 train cars worth of graphene?
There's going to be 2 iron deposits that are being pulled from, so that's probably about right.
And then, I can do 1 train station wherever I want it. The other one needs to go where you want it.
Well, I'm going to start setting up the things that I need, and I'll let you know.
We got time. I'm crafting reinforced frames for the next little while. Because you need 100 reinforced frames per train station. And then you need reinforced frames for the train. And then you need reinforced frames for the train cars. So like I said, I'm going to be sitting over here crafting frames for a while. Yeah, did you have some good training? What's that? Oh, okay. Spider with wings? That'd be terrifying. Say a lizard with wings that breathes fire. Those are terrifying too. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, I'll be crafting these frames for a while.
Yep.
And I apologize, chat. Kiddo comes home from her practice, and I want to know how her gymnastics practice has gone, because I'm pretty certain we have an event coming up. Yeah, Sticky Turtle with the idea of the mannequins. I've got a picture in my head on how to do the warehouse now. So you let me know if you'd rather do it with the conifer wood or if you'd rather do it with the palm wood. Personally, I'm leaning towards the palm wood. It looks fancier, a little bit more polished. And and then like I said, we need the granite blocks and the granite polished blocks. Polished blocks for the walls, granite blocks for the floor and the ceiling. His warehouse is going to have a high ceiling so that inside his warehouse he can also have his trophies displayed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, after the stream last night, I hopped over on his server and checked out where he was building at, and I will say this: while I'm building on his place, I'm going to have to be very careful because it is a floating platform over top of the mountains. So I fall off the edge. You're going down a long way. Hey Helga, how are you tonight? But where his build is, you can clearly see the dragon flying around the caldera. So it's a pretty cool looking spot that he decided to build at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine the floating islands will be inaccessible until 1.0 on the game.
I would assume so. That kind of seems like the final area.
Yeah. But man, that dragon fight, I'm kind of concerned about what the next one's going to be like.
Hopefully a bit more friendly for all three classes.
Well, and I think the dragon was actually set up specifically for group combat.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
And in this particular case, the archer shines.
Oh. Yep. And so does the wizard in a lot of ways too, depending upon how your thing is going there.
Yeah. I mean, the fireballs were working great, but I couldn't come up with a different spell to throw at them that I thought was actually going to be of any use. I will say this: the bone channel, all I did was tickle him.
His HP is pretty extreme.
Yeah. Alright, so that's got that. Those can get tossed in there. Actually, we should have put a trash can in here. That way, when we got junk in our pockets we just want to get rid of, we can do that. Alright, let's sort this. Where's my... Oh, there they are. How are you tonight, Helga? Or this morning? Good morning. Alright, so that's that. Okay, train station. So I need enough for 2 of these, bare minimum. Alright, so circuit boards are already being made and getting used almost as fast as they're being made.
Yeah, unfortunately, I believe the assembly line is also feeding the computer assembly line.
Oh, okay. Okay, I've got everything else. I just gotta watch out with those circuit boards.
Yeah, so you might need to pocket craft a bunch of them because we have all the things that make them, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's doing okay. Alright, so that's got that covered. Alright, so I need sensor arrays and a controller. So I need 2 sensor arrays and a controller. Alright, let's get those. Controller. And I think we've got everything. Probably not. Let me double check. Tier 3 drill. We do not have diamond drills being made.
No. I was looking for a diamond deposit, but I did not find it.
Okay. Don't know if diamonds.
Yeah.
I don't know if the diamond deposits show up on our radar just yet.
Not yet. No, that it was by eye, and I did not spy.
Alright, but I've got a gem cutter out here.
Yeah, I have a diamond drill in my pocket for the purpose of when I find one of them, or uranium deposit, or the other.
can do a tier 3. Alright, so I need to throw together everything for this as well. And probably power too. Hey, Dark Crow, how you doing tonight? I'm doing alright, thanks for asking. Four of those. 6 of these. Alright, so I'm not going to have the best drill on the graphene.
No, that's fine. I had to resort to a basic one, the 2 at the moment.
But I will have
swap that when I can.
will have a tier 2 on it.
I think the tier 2 should make 240, which is what our current belt speed is.
The osmium belt? I thought the osmium belt was 360.
No, that's the new tier 4 belt.
Oh, I forgot about the tier 4 belt. That's right. That's the one that needs the advanced. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can remember what I was doing. And for those of y'all that were watching the stream yesterday, I can say I'm so happy to hear that everything went very well for Matrix and his wife. Basically a textbook delivery.
Oh, good, good.
There's the rail. Is that what I'm looking for? I think it might be. Oh, it is hot over here. Alright, graphite rocks. Let's get the drill put down. That's going to turn that way. Oh, I'm even taking damage. Let's try putting the train station here. Yes, I know, it's warm. I got the point. It is warm. Alright. Oh, we just unlocked the radiation absorber. Ah! Let me go get my spaceship for a second. This is warm over here. Then single railway. Come on. Oh, play nice. I need you to come down here. Oh, okay, that worked. That is a bizarre rail line, but okay. I'll take it.
doing a loop-de-loop, then you're doing it wrong.
It's not doing a loop-de-loop, but it is doing a corkscrew.
Yeah, works just as good.
Ah! Where the heck did it take that rail line to? Oh, interesting. Okay. Alright, let's get that rail line set up. Alright, now... Oh. Alright, select freight car. That goes to freight car 1. So, here's our locomotive. Hey! Where are you going? I need a... Hey! I needed to... Well... I guess maybe you need to put the train car down first.
Did it just like fly off in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, the train just drove off.
Huh. Who do we file a complaint with, considering we're kind of the authority here?
And it even jumped off the track.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a road.
That's funny. I gotta try this. Ah, there you go. Whee! And off the track. It doesn't even go far. It literally just tips and falls off the track.
I'll say, so what you're saying is we could make like a thing where we could build a rail line and just have it fire off the locomotives off into the distance.
Alright, so I see you've already got your iron deposits along with power. So I'm going to put the train station right over here. Turn it like this. Now I'm going to say watch out, because when I run the return line, it might decide to cut through all your stuff over there.
That's fine.
Come on, attach. You connect to there. Here. Nice. I like it when it builds these train tunnels. Because of course it makes it big enough for the train, so you know the tunnel looks really nice. Station output, receive freight car number 1. that train is fast. Oh, thank you, Dark Crow. There it goes, heading uphill. Best part is you can actually run across the train track.
Nice.
Oh, sorry. Alright, train just loaded up. Oh, look how fast it comes down that hill. It definitely gets a little extra speed on that downhill slope, but man, that is a steep down. That is a roller coaster downhill. Sam, what's going on? Now, I can do it with a solitary train. And what I have to do, though, is kind of organize it and say, all right, train car 1 is going to have graphene. Train cars 2 is going to have X material. Train car 3 is going to have X material. And then have the different train stations set up for the export to, you know, take this train station is going to fill up this car, this train station is going to fill up this car, and then the different locations we're building, we can specify where it's supposed to, you know, which car is supposed to drop off at that location. Just got home from the pub. Nice. Oh yeah, your train station is full. So it is ready for you.
Right. I'm in the process of setting up the refinery process for the graphene.
No problem. Now just remember, you don't just remember you don't need to make all the different graphene things. You just need to make what you need, because I've got the other graphene stuff all being made already. All of that's going into a warehouse.
Yep. Yeah, I just need to purify the water over here some so I can use it. Now I want to make a climate control thing from over there, because, man, that spot, I guess that spot's super hot, because even with my cooling unit, I was not a happy camper. But I don't want to have to... Wait, is there quartz over here? Maybe? There it is. And there's an extra ruby deposit. I could set those up to be making thermal regulators to go into a warehouse. Which wouldn't be bad. Think about that. Now the question is, how far away did I build from Pi? Not too far. Trying to see where you're setting up at, because roughly where I'm parking the spaceship,
right here. I don't know if you can see me.
Yep. So,
This is roughly where your graphing is going to come out from. If that helps.
all right.
I mean, I can go ahead and run a belt over to that spot without having it connecting to anything. And that way you don't have to worry about running that. And then you can just take that belt and split it up however you need to. If that helps. I don't know if that'd be, I don't know if that'd be more of a hindrance or a help.
At the moment, I am still in the very early stages of this. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, at least you're on the island that gives you oxygen.
Yep.
So what'd you have at the pub tonight, Sam? I'm actually thinking about possibly breaking down this weekend, maybe picking up a nice bottle of whiskey. Because I got a new toy that I want to try. It's a pub friend little thing, and it's a smoker that fits over top of your glass to make a smoked drink, so you can have your whiskey smoked. And by adding the smokiness to the whiskey, I'm betting it'll wind up tasting a little bit like scotch. A little bit. Because, you know, without the peat that is part of what makes scotch, you know, you just don't get that. You just don't get that flavor. You know, and now there's an interesting conversation, Pi. Okay. So, over the millennia that humankind has existed on the planet, you know, our first true advance into civilization was when we learned how to make bread. You know, so when we learned how to make our own food, that's our first advance in civilization. But almost immediately after we learned how to do that, we started fermenting stuff. And dear God, the different things I have found out that we ferment, some of them have made me go, why? What gave you the thought to do that?
Most of them do that to me.
Well, and there's so many different things that we eat that if you look at it in the wild, you look at it objectively, you have to wonder yourself and go, who was the first person that walked by that and went, huh, I think I want to stick that in my mouth. You know?
Yeah.
For instance, mushrooms. I mean, how do we find out which mushrooms were poisonous and which ones were good? So, I'm betting it was trial and error.
Yep. Well, we also probably, the smarter people probably watched the
right.
animals and went, he ate that one. That must be good.
Right. But yet, at the same time, different animals have different gut biomes where they can eat things that we can't. Or, oh, well, that must be good. And you eat it, going, no, that was not good. And then it's, well, if I add a little bit of salt and pepper to it, or salt, because at that point in time, salt was pretty much the only seasoning you could easily get. I say easily. Depends on where in the world you were at. But the other one is like cinnamon. Cinnamon is the bark off of a tree. When did we come up with the idea to strip the bark off a tree and grind it up and put it on our food? Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. I love cinnamon. But it's one of those thought experiments that I have every once in a while, just going, who and why did they think this was a good idea? I mean, they got lucky and it came out amazing. But what made them think this was a good idea? It's like, look at cocoa beans. The plant that it comes out of, when you open it up, there's all this milky substance there. It looks absolutely disgusting. And I'm just like, and somehow we converted that into chocolate bars. Or converted that into chocolate. But, you know, the Mayans and Aztecs and Incans, those were the guys that figured out how to make chocolate. Or coffee beans, you know.
Yeah.
It's all those different things that you look at and you go, who came up with the idea to do this? And some of these people, you know, are not in the annals of history because it was done millennia ago. You know, because now it's like, well, we've always known how to do that. No, we've not always known how to do that.
Yeah.
At some point in time, somebody had to come up with this idea. You know, who came up with the idea to grind up wheat and discovered that you get flour and then decided to mix that with water to make a paste and then stick that into a heated area and discover that you get bread. I mean, where did we get these ideas from? Oh, okay. I see you got your graphite, your carbon refiner over here.
Yep.
Okay, and you just need the one?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Well then, I can run a belt to you, no problem. Have you already got your carbon refiner programmed for what you needed to make?
I don't think I did, actually. Not that sick.
Okay. Oh yeah, now that we've got the osmium going, I can make this my number 6 key, because now I won't make any other types of belts. And that's the other thing. Unlike Satisfactory and a few of the other games, we don't have a limit on how far we can go with a belt. We can connect one point, connect the other point. Doesn't matter if it goes all the way clear across the map. As long as we got the materials, it'll make it. Alright. Graphene's coming to you.
Alright, thank you.
I was trying to study to see where you had it set up so that I knew where to bring it in from. And it made you a nice little tunnel. Oh, that's nice. It made a tunnel that I think the train passes under. I want to see.
Did I put the darn carbon refiner on backwards? I did.
It does. The train passes under it. That's awesome. Well, I figure you got what you need to be able to connect the belt back to it. So.
Yep. Oh no, I had it done correct. Why wasn't it? Oh, the belt was going the wrong way. Darn you, game.
No, my belt was going the right way.
Not on this end of the machine, it wasn't. On this end of the machine, it was the entrance was going back towards the thing, so the resources weren't coming over. I'll dig through it.
Oh, you don't need to dig through. I'll just bring the belt back over.
All right, yeah. Because for whatever reason, it was just being a turd.
Hey, find where the belt broke. Then get back out of this tunnel. That's not something weird. Oh, here it comes.
All right, yeah, it's going the right way this time for sure. Yeah, every once in a while the belts kind of goof up a little bit when there's a...
It was coming through that way before, but yeah. At least on my screen it was.
It looked like it was trying to come through, but at the entrance to the carbon refiner, like this segment that was right in front of it was going the wrong way.
I
could actually visibly see it going the wrong way, and it's like, but that's the entrance to the machine. Why are you going the wrong way?
Gotcha. Oh yeah, this is going to fill up nicely. Okay, cool. So that gives us one thing. I thought we were also going to do some steel over here.
We could.
Yeah, it probably
What do I need for steel?
Probably wouldn't hurt to do the steel plates. You'll have to have a separate carbon refiner. Oh no, it's a alloy, steel alloy.
Okay,
so it's
yes, no.
So it's, if I remember correctly, it's iron ingots and graphene, just raw graphene.
Ah.
Shadowzar, hey buddy, good to see you. Just a thought.
If nothing else, I can at least start the line.
I'm gonna go ahead and run this to the warehouse. As long as
Yeah,
you're okay.
go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually like pondering, should I split it so we have,
Should I go to
two?
Should I go to opening 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Because I know you can see the blueprint. So, but I can't see where the belt's running.
It doesn't matter to me. Any of them. I'll work around it.
Okay. Since you got the open space there to look at doing the steel, let's go with 5. That way, it's going to the farthest spot. Oh, look at that! I managed to go right in between machines. Oh no, I went through a machine. Darn. I thought that I managed to thread the needle. But I also figure you've got the iron ingot facility, or the extra iron over here, that you could, because you got
I could do a little bit more with it for sure.
Yeah, well, I figured with the second iron node, we could dedicate that to being steel. but set up like 4 alloy machines, all for steel. I realize we're probably going to run thin on material. That's okay, because it still gets it where we're building up a lot more slots. That way, when we do need the steel, we've got it. It might take longer to fill up, but, you know, it'll work out better. Oh, and I'll be right back. Oh, you think so? Okay. Without the chocolate? Okay. It's an old-fashioned candy. I'm glad you like it. Okay. Next project I was working on. What was I working on? You know, that could become a drinking game with this game. Pie. Every time DDG says, "What was I doing?" You have to take a shot. Don't do that, chat. You'll die. Or go broke. One or the other. Okay, so we got so many different pieces that we're trying to get automated out. It's hard to pick out. Stupid headset. It's hard to pick out which one's the priority.
Yeah.
And we both know steel is a priority. Because last time we were looking at doing the train line, and we figured out how much steel we had to have for the train line, we both went, okay, we're going to need one warehouse that's dedicated to nothing but steel. And then we never built any trains.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We didn't need them.
Nope.
Now, in this case, I actually needed a train. We needed a way to get that over here. I mean, could we have done it with a belt? Absolutely. But the train's faster and brings more stuff. And I think that one train station should still be enough for the needs over here. If you do wind up running low, let me know, and we can install 2 more train stations, and I can add an extra car to the train, and we'll just have it deliver more.
All right.
Wow, even doubling up the plates is still not keeping up.
No, plates are a little bit slower because they require 2 iron each.
Yeah.
One. I mean, I'm not doing the math on this to optimize it, so
Right.
I'm not
Right.
surprised.
No, I get that. Okay, that should back up pretty soon. I see a forge that's running everything over to.
Yeah, I had to make some circuit boards in my pocket.
Okay. So what do you intend for these two forges that are making ingots?
I'm going to have those feed the 2 alloy forges.
Ah, okay. Oh, you're just going to do 2 alloy forges?
Yeah, 2 for the moment. And then I'll have those split into the remaining 4 slots in the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we have more things going, I can swing back around and increase the production.
Okay. All right, that works. I'm down with that.
Because right now I got to split the graphene coming in, so.
Yeah, well, that's why I wanted to know if, yeah, you're going to be splitting the graphene between 3 machines.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try that, and we'll see how it goes. And if it looks bad, we'll just redo it.
Okay. But I mean, now we got the frames coming in, so yeah, that's already working out good. We're gonna have to do something about circuit boards.
Yeah, I'm going to probably go back over there and set another one up.
We're just choking on circuit boards. Alright, so I don't have enough yet to be able to put in 2 more stations and 1 more freight car, but I will be able to get that to you. I'm double checking something here. Oh yeah, it's barely using what's coming into the train station. Oh, you must have just hooked something up.
Yeah, I had to disassemble the line really quick.
Okay. I'll watch to see how this thing processes. So what I'm watching for is, once you have those going, well, what I'm watching for is see if we wind up actually emptying the train station or not. Because if we don't empty the train station, then you don't need the extra car.
Yep.
Other than the limit on the belt speed. Belt speed might be a deciding factor.
Unfortunately, I ran into the shortage of water really quick, so I have to solve that.
Okay. Huh. That train better be making it back here soon.
Well, it's got time, because pocket crafting is slow.
Oh, no, I'm watching how quickly this thing's emptying. Alright, so out of 9 stacks, it had 2 stacks left when the train made it back over here.
Alright, so yeah, there might be a small bit of choke point. However, once we start backlogging, that'll probably obviously fix itself real quick, but another train car might be
Is
ideal.
that a tier 2 or a tier 3 warehouse you built?
Tier 3.
Okay, okay. I noticed our stack size increased.
Yes.
Nice. Would you have to handcraft for that?
A lot of fast rotors.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what was that? Oh, as soon as I build a radiation absorber, it will unlock the large diamond deposit.
Very nice.
So, I'm gonna go work on that. Just because we like to be able to find things on our map.
Yep.
We're weird like that. Hey, we're doing all right tonight. You know, when we started off, we were at 4.5% water filtered. We're up to 6.72.
Game, why would I want to duplicate a rock? I'm trying to duplicate the water.
Alright, let's go see what we need for a radiation absorber. Radiation isolate, composite beams, fast rotors, catalytic converters. I should be able to handcraft all of that. Alright, I'm gonna fly back to the main base. See if I can't get that going. Well, because if we can get diamond drills going into a warehouse, first off, it requires less than trying to make the osmium drills. And secondly, you know, who doesn't want to run with the best drill?
Yeah.
But it's funny because, you know, you can find the large diamond deposit, but in order to mine the large diamond deposit, you have to have a diamond drill.
Yep. So they force you into a little bit of a pickle.
Hey, luckily going into the caves, it's the whole, you go into the caves and everything and find the little diamonds that are in the caves. Alright. Catalytic converters, I know for a fact we can make them by hand. Fast rotors, though. Do I have to make other stuff ahead of it? Yes, I have to make gear assemblies. How many fast rotors do I need? I need 10. It needs 4 gear assemblies per, so I need 40 of these. Chat, hope y'all are having a fantastic Thursday. Hope things are going well for y'all.
Mic off. Mic on.
Sorry, had a work thing I also had to look at. Okay. Okay, so that was what we needed for the fast rotors, right? Let's make 10 of those. And we'll make the catalytic converters that we need. Since I already had a bunch in my pocket, I'm only going to make exactly what I need. Then what we're going to do, chat, we're going to double check and see what the power requirement is, and we'll make sure we have the parts necessary to get power generation going there to be able to power the radiation absorber. And then once we get it set down and it's powered up, it'll do its thing, and that'll get us the unlock, that'll get us our diamond, and Pi and I will both be happy because then we can go hit a diamond node and go hog wild with our drills.
Yep.
Alright, that got us the rotors. 4 more of these. Then we'll do the 20, we'll do the 120 composite beams next. And I'll set it up to the composite beams while I grab a smoke. And yeah, I mean, we're not cheating, we're actually doing it the slow way. Manually crafting what we can to be able to get things that we want, you know, as opposed to automating everything. And really, the game intends for you to automate everything. Every single part. There's a few parts that you don't need automated, like controllers. Controllers you don't need automated. You just make those when you're going to be making a spaceship or when you're going to be making a freight engine. There's only a couple of things that need controllers. There's a couple of other items that you don't really need to worry about too much. Oh, I should probably make myself a radiation shield. Since I'm going to go play in the middle of the radiation zone. And there'll be another one of those where we'll wind up running a rail line that's going to require so much steel.
Yep, yep.
Because I'm going to try doing it where it's going to be the one rail line, because unfortunately you can't do the rail line like you can at Satisfactory. You can't have splits coming off the line. It doesn't let you do anything like that. The rail line is a monorail. It does not have choices to be able to turn left or right or anything like that. No, it is on that rail and that rail only. And I get it. Trying to program the system to be able to run a rail car, to be able to have to make choices and everything, and program the rail car and that kind of stuff. I mean, I've seen it Satisfactory. It can be I imagine the programming on that was a bear. And to be fair to be fair to the developer of EDENCRAFTERS, it's one guy.
Yeah, that's a big ask even for a team.
Right. Hey, the fact that he's created all this solo is amazing. I'm sure he's excited. He's got a following. He's got people that play the game. He's got, I even thought about messaging him via Steam and ask if he'd like to hop into the stream at some point in time to just kind of discuss the game, discuss the future of the game, that kind of stuff. Kind of do an interview with a developer. That'd be kind of cool. And of course, I'd have Pi along with me to help ask extra questions. If he was willing. If he was willing.
No, I'd have to ask, where's the hats?
Yeah, man. Where's our clothes and stuff?
I'm missing a suspiciously dwarfy beard.
Good night, baby. But also, I'd love to be able to talk to him and tell him how much we thoroughly enjoy playing the game. He might not want to hear it, but this is our chill and relax game. But I think that's also speaks praises of a game like this, that we enjoy playing it because it's chill and relaxed.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't make us do certain things that, depending upon the day, can be the last thing we want to do.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to sit here and overthink the math. If we want to, we can. But we don't have to. And I love the storyline ideas. I love the stuff that he's added in. I think it's really cool. All right, now we need to check over here and see how much power does that use. 1,000 megawatts. Okay, we're gonna need to build 2 geothermal plants. All right, so we need.
Okay. Yep. It's not depleting the graphene stockpile, but it is already choking with the 3 things coming off of it with belt speed at the moment. So.
All right, so we need an extra train station with an extra drill. Got it.
Well, the problem is that the belt speed at the moment isn't fast enough for all 3 of the 2 alley forges and the graphene refiner.
I got you.
Those 3 things are stealing more than the actual belt can provide.
Yep. No, we can absolutely take care of that. All right, so I need 40 of these. Because of where the radiation zone is, the radiation zone is right there in the super cold region. I'm suspecting that it is also not just irradiated, but also super cold. So I'm doing the whole more is better anyways type of thing. But I'm also trying to cover my bases, so... Because I don't want
You have a jetpack already, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got our jetpacks last time we played.
Yeah, it's just I picked up 3 from that research base I was at.
Oh, wow. Oh, did you pick up a research note?
Yeah, I got those, but there was just like some loot chests, and they had 3 jetpacks.
Oh, wow. No, I'm just wondering what the research note said.
I don't remember.
Okay, that's got the composite beams. Yeah, so on this map, when we're hitting those research bases, if you hit a research base I haven't been to,
It was
something
12,
is
I think.
chewing our osmium ingots. We are running out of osmium ingots fast.
Probably all the composite beams we had to make.
No. I mean, I'm literally watching it
Bounce around?
Oh, okay. I think you were making stuff. Okay. So I gotta make 20 of these. Well, we'll get the first 10. Then I'll make the 60 plated connectors I need. And hopefully that'll be enough time for the osmium ingots to fill back up so we can make the other 10 drills that we need.
Oh, I wonder if it's because the osmium ingots... Yeah, the osmium ingots are also being recycled to make the osmium alloy.
It's refilling.
Yep. It will refill. It's just...
I think it was the two of us both using the osmium at the same time that was throwing.
Yeah. Yeah, because I have it being piped through a factory, not a factory, but a warehouse. So the osmium ingots we have are actually also being ejected to feed the osmium alloy.
That makes sense. No, there'll be enough in there after I make these plated connectors to make the other 10 drills that I need.
Gotcha.
I'm going to have to put down 2 geothermal plants to be able to power this radiation absorber.
Yeah, that's what I did over here too, just to make the power there, and I don't have to worry about it anymore.
I still like running the windmills as power poles, basically. Yeah, it adds a little bit of power to the network, but it makes it where we can have all of our power interconnected. And that way, any leftover power from one area can be used in another. Boats. Where do we get the boats? Kind of hoping when I go grab some uranium, I'll do the research on the uranium in the material analyzer and see what we get out of that. But man, if the boats require uranium, if we need nuclear boats, then I'm going to be a little concerned. Because uranium's not really used for anything except for nuclear. I do not know of anything in the real world that uranium is used for other than nuclear.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's a wee bit something you don't let the average schmuck play with.
Right. Oh, overdid it. Alright, making the rest of the drills. And then I should be set to fly over to the radiation zone. Oh, no, wait. I still gotta make my radiation shield.
I mean, because I just know I plug in the microwave and just like turn it on one day to, make some ramen noodles or something like that. And, because I forgot to, turn off the uranium switch in the kitchen, I'd, blow something up.
Oh, no. Your noodles come out glowing.
Well, I mean, they'd be fancy noodles at least.
Look, I can see these in the dark. I'm not sure you want to eat those. But it'll be exciting to have it where our analyzer could potentially pick up a diamond node.
Yep.
Because I'm betting, like, on other maps, the diamond node, there's probably, like, one of them. Because the only thing the diamond's used for, at least currently, is to make the diamond drill. Alright, we are fully loaded, I think. We're all set. South. Well, once you're able to fly the spaceship around, things don't feel quite so far away. Until you fly over this giant area of water, and I can tell you this, I am trying to figure out how the heck we're going to cleanse that water.
Very carefully. Or just brute force it.
Well, I mean, I
put
just...
on a purifier V2 every 3 feet.
But the thing is that eventually you get to a point that you're outside of range of power. And you're also outside of the range of your biddable area. Oh, crap.
Nope. Do we have a connection failure?
No, I got ahead of myself.
Ah.
Well, I hope I don't die. Oh. Yep. I'm moving as fast as I can. Yep, let's kind of spread the power around a little bit. Let's put one there. Okay, taking damage from radiation. Let's put one down on this side of the hill. Oh, jeez, I'm taking a lot of damage. Well, that's not what I wanted that to do, but okay. Oh. I'm going back home. That stuff hurt. Radiation is not fun. But I got them in built, so I keep trying to find the island where we're the one island that we start on. I think it's the smallest as far as height and everything out of all of them.
Oh, I found the uranium.
Oh, you found some uranium? Awesome.
Well, our scanner can see it now, and there's some on this green island.
Oh yeah.
And there's some on the cold.
Yeah, we
Nice.
we unlocked that when I finished the cold region.
Very nice. All right. Got a plan coming now. Is it a good one? No, absolutely not. But it's a plan.
Okay. I'll take it. But if you can get some temporarily, do we really want to do that temporarily? Because we really need to process it. If you can stick a drill on it and bring 30 back to the main base and toss that into the material analyzer, that'll finish the material analyzer first off.
All right. I was in the middle of setting up the gold alloy, but I can definitely take a quick detour to do that.
That'd be one of those, just slap a drill on it and grab a handful, bring it over, stick it in the analyzer, and that'll give us some extra unlocks. Alright, planet analyzer. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I removed the heat from there. Well, then where did I stick the... Oh. I think I stuck the climate control tower on the island you were originally working on.
There was a climate controller ruin there, so maybe not.
Yeah, no, I did not stick it where I thought that I did. That's not a climate control ruin.
Oh, that is the climate controller then?
No. The ruin definitely don't tear down, though. Unless you already have.
No, I have not.
Because I put the climate control tower right next to the ruin, or what you're calling the ruin. That, if you notice, has a really thin blade. That is part of that storyline that's on here.
Yeah, I wouldn't tear it down.
Yeah, it's a different type of tower. So yeah, I put make the temperature nice up here. And that explains why I wasn't really dealing with cold temperatures, 'cause I actually didn't wind up down where I thought that I was. So I thought that I'd gone down to the super cold region and put the climate control at it. But no, I didn't. But I do have the radiation set in the proper spot. So.
All right. I'm getting enough stuff to make the drill, so...
Yeah, so we've got... Well, that's interesting. I think there's another resource that we don't know about, Pi.
It could be.
I know the diamond. We've got the uranium. Unless they're putting a gap between the ores and the basalt, graphene, and phosphorus.
They might. I forgot to look last time we were playing to see.
Yeah, well, because there's a gap between the all and the ores.
Yep.
And so there might be a gap between the sapphire ore and the basalt, graphene, and phosphorus. The one that's missing off the list right now is, of course, the diamond. Which we'll unlock here shortly. At which point, our analysis radar will show us where everything is when we, build them, and we'll be able to get all kinds of good stuff going. Oh, I gotta check one other thing. There's been some craziness going on, so I gotta make sure that nothing cropped up on me. Nope, we're good. Okay, good. I like to see that. Haven't received any emails in the last hour. Yay! Grant, I'm also left going, well, that could be a good thing or that could be a bad thing. Sort that. Okay. We're going to give the radiation absorber a second to do its thing. Then we're going to look at what it takes to make that atmospheric control tower. We're going to put that here on our main starting island. And the reason for that is because that will become a landmark that makes it easy to find. Oh, wow. That radiation absorber's already almost finished its... Oh, I see. You just got us the nuclear reactor and everything. And the nuclear fuel cell.
Unfortunately, it's going to take a little bit more to power that thing, so give me a minute.
Okay. We still have question marks. Wait a minute, why didn't that unlock the...
I haven't brought any back yet, so...
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Wow, neither one of us actually picked up uranium and stuck it in our pocket? Okay. It's funny. See, it's going to take a little something to power the drill?
Yeah, there was... The Tier 3 drill required a little bit more than the one
Oh, yeah.
Thor was going to give.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was a little power hungry. I just slapped down 3 solar panels and say, all right, there you go.
I was connecting it to the network.
Ah, okay.
Especially since it's going to be the easiest to just set up a nuclear power over here.
Right. Well, and that's what I was saying, to figure out a way to run the... To be able to figure out a way to run the power grid, the only way to do it is going to be to build bridges between the islands.
Yep. Which the roadways, or at least you can do that with.
Yeah. And I think we can put the windmills and solar panels on those? I'm not certain.
You should be able to, pretty sure.
But that'll get us interconnected power. Interconnected power, that'll be phenomenal. Because then it'll be, I need power over here. Why do I need power over here? Oh, because I don't have a thing that's got me in the range of the network.
Yeah, I think in the last one I had, 5 of those nuclear power plants on the one lake?
Right. Because, man, that thing uses up a ton of water.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that should have finished while I was away. Yes. Oh! There is a boat. But it's a special boat. That's how we're going to filter the water. It's a water filtration boat. This terraforming ship filters the water as it passes through. Alright, now, what does it take to make the atmospheric control tower? So I want the boat, man. Oh, I can make this. Oh. But it's a little expensive on the power. It only needs 5,000. So I guess if you're working on a nuclear power plant, let me know when you're putting it down, and I'll put the atmospheric tower over there.
All right. I'm going to be working on the gold alloy first, and
Sure.
then I will get on the nuclear power.
Okay, no worries. Just give me an idea where you're building it, and that's where I'll go ahead and throw down the atmospheric control tower, and then that way, as soon as it gets power, it'll start doing its thing, and we'll get the water filtration boat, because I want to know how that thing works.
Do we only need the one atmospheric control tower?
What's that?
Do we only need the one atmospheric control tower?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm primarily going to be working a lot of this out of the top green island.
Okay. All right, we'll put it there.
Anywhere on that island would be good.
Pi says he's working on the green island because he likes oxygen.
Well, it's kind of where I'm just doing things at the moment.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Sure.
I can breathe here. I'm going to work here. You can keep your radiation. Well, like, that's one of the things I wanted to ask the developer, if they considered having it where having the nuclear power plant causes additional radiation in the area, and so you need to have a radiation absorber to go with the nuclear power plant. Not that I want to make not that I want to make things more difficult on us, but for me it just seems to make sense. I mean, right here in my home state, hometown, practically, when the U.S. was working on its nuclear weapons projects, a lot of that was actually done in the Carolinas. But those sites have been abandoned and whatnot. But recently, it was discovered that we have radioactive wasps. Right? That sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, they eradicated the wasp nest and everything and kept samples and whatnot, but still, yeah, radioactive wasps. That's, you know, Stan Lee had a great imagination with Spider-Man. You know, love that idea. You know, because the spider they were experimenting on, the spider bit Peter Parker and he turned into Spider-Man. Okay. A swarm of radioactive wasps. We don't need a whole bunch of wasp people.
Yeah, that would be one of those a bit weird things.
Oh yeah, I'm manually crafting the stuff to get the control tower. But like I said, it requires 5,000 megawatts of power.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit short.
But that's why you need the nuclear power, because one nuclear power plant will provide enough power to make sure that that thing's got power.
Yep.
And then, like I said, there's the going and hitting all the research sites. See, and that was my other curiosity, because the patch note said boats that sail out too far could get stuck. And so I'm just like, okay, how does this work? Do we need to pilot the boat, or is the boat automated? Do we need to set up docks that the boat's gonna sail back and forth through?
Yeah. I mean, that was there was more than a few questions.
Oh, we ran out of iron beams.
Yeah, sadly, those are also on a somewhat slower chain. I think that was one of the other things I was supposed to be working on last time, too.
Man pie, jeez.
I'm only one pastry. I think it's good thing.
It was like something I was telling my leads today. Somebody throughout the whole thing going, well, I gotta do all this mandatory training, so I'm not gonna be able to work on that project. I'm sitting going, dude, the project is imaging a machine. You start the image, you have your laptop with you, and you just multitask. There's no reason that you can't do these things at the same time. Not saying that about you, Pi. Just
Right.
It made me think about my conversation earlier today.
Right.
I know, chat. This is so exciting watching me, manually craft 100 catalytic converters. They do not craft fast. Yeah, so, and Mozzie threw out some things to me today when I was talking to him on stream, and it sounds like I might need to start coming up with some shorts from our games.
Yeah, honestly, YouTube is incredibly weird with that. I have some ideas on how the background actually is kind of playing out, but it's kind of based on how do I put this? The dystopian corporate future.
Yeah, well, the thing is that, right now to get to where I'm needing to go, it says an either or. Either X number of view hours or X number of shorts views. And I've got the view hours in spades. So it made me go, well, I don't see a reason to make shorts. But apparently I need to make some shorts. And I have that's extra work,
Yeah, and frankly, I know exactly what YouTube is trying to do with that. They want everything to be shorts because they don't have to pay out for advertising. That's what they really want you to do.
Okay.
Because the reality is they pay out, you know, let's face it, advertising is how YouTube makes money. Because it's not really making enough money off of the rest of it to truly function. So the thing is, if they keep, at least last I heard, so, you know, small grain of salt there, they keep vastly more of the ad revenue if a lot of your watch time, view hours, whatever it is shorts than if it was videos or live streams.
Interesting. Yeah,
And, you know, again,
I already know they claim, you know, anybody that you know gives a donation or anything like that, YouTube claims 30% of it.
Yeah.
That's why if somebody gives memberships to me or does a super chat to me, I try not to turn around and go send them a super chat, because that means that all we're doing is just giving YouTube money.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. And I don't know how true it is, but there's supposed to be better turnaround if people, you know, themselves are just subscribed to YouTube Plus or whatever they call it. I don't know if there's any real validity to that, though.
Well, and I've considered doing the dual streaming, where I stream on Twitch and on YouTube, but Twitch is so picky about words that are said on their platform. You know, if you mention YouTube, you get banned for 7 days.
Yeah, unfortunately, unless Twitch changes, I kind of have to say it's not worth the investment, because the way that Twitch makes money, at least in, you know, the early days of you being there, is you have to be a partner. Otherwise, you just get raked over the coals. You're just there to entertain them.
Right. So I have a hard time seeing the value in trying to go and do Twitch stuff. Just because it's gonna, first off, it's gonna eat more of my bandwidth, because now I'm uploading to 2 separate sites. The one thing I do like on Twitch is the fact that if I wanted to have other music playing in the background, I can. Apparently, there are no copyright infringement things on Twitch.
What Twitch does is it automatically mutes if there's a thing. That just detected as copyright.
Because I watch people streaming on Twitch and they're playing, you know, old 70s and 80s classic rock. You know, stuff that automatically gets flagged on YouTube.
Yep, in fact, that'll get your stream taken down. But yeah, what Twitch does is after the fact, it goes in and just mutes the segment that has anything copyright.
Well, see, that sucks too. Hey, I get it. You know, it's copyright.
Yep. And it's both better and worse than what YouTube does, because YouTube, of course, lets them run all over you, whereas Twitch just doesn't even give you the option. It's just, you're gone. Or, well, you're not gone, but that segment is muted. So there's no.
All right, so the gold alloy.
Yep, I'm going to be working on that in just a bit.
Well, I'll say the gold alloy is going to have to make it where the amethyst alloy is. I'm hoping there's some quartz in one of the 2 areas. Quartz is usually pretty easy to come by. because we have to have ceramic components as well. Because you have to have gold alloy, amethyst alloy, and ceramic components to make the advanced panels. And, you know, you and I both would really like to have the advanced panels automated. Oh, there's the nuclear plant.
Yep, I just finished using the uranium.
Well, good news. I'm still working on trying to get the materials that I need. Because the iron beams are a little slow.
Understandable.
I only need 10 more, but... Oh, okay, Helga. Gotcha.
Yeah, hell, if you could tell us a lot more about how it really functions.
Ah, good to know. But again, you know, I would need to create a new Twitch account and everything. I saw there's a way to go and change my stuff, but it requires information from me that I don't have anymore. Because I changed my password on Twitch to something where I basically smashed my hand on the keyboard. Because I was so angry.
That is my favorite version of password select.
Yeah, problem is, I have no idea what it was. Oh, okay. It's a restream. Gotcha, Helga. That explains some of the delays in your response to the chat, because you don't see the chat until it's a bit after that. That makes sense.
Yeah, there's some decent ways around
and no, Helga, I'm not calling you out on that. I was just making an observation. So yeah, I mean, I've considered the whole thing of putting that out there and doing it on Twitch as well, but so far I'm pretty happy with my YouTube following. And could it be better? Absolutely, it can always be better. Same thing on Twitch for people that do Twitch streaming. It can always be better.
Yep.
Okay, which island am I going to? The one
The
to the
large one.
the one to the
The
west.
large green.
Large green.
East.
Okay. Yep.
No,
All
yeah,
right.
northeast.
All right. I see where your uranium deposit is, so I will try picking a spot somewhere around there.
It can be almost anywhere there because I've connected the entire island's infrastructure circuit. So you could put it in the middle of the island, or
that is not my landmark. I'm trying to follow the wrong waypoint.
yeah, which that waypoint is home.
So you got the entire island covered in power?
Not the entire island, but everything that's been built over there, it's all connected. So,
okay.
So
well,
where you have your markers inside of it.
Well, because there's this cool solitary mountain here. I think this would be a cool spot to put the atmospheric.
Perfect.
I can find a decent place to land. Because that is a big building. I love watching this thing get built because it does take a while. But it is humongous. Alright, I hear you, Helga. I mean, a lot of times I go watch Twitch streams because of the Twitch drops for whatever games I'm playing, like Dune and whatnot. And I wind up having them running in the background at work long enough to get all my Twitch drops. Then I close it out, and then I go watch whatever it is I'm wanting to watch. Except for when Helga's streaming, because then, you know, then I go and harass her both on YouTube and on Twitch. And this thing's still being built. It is going to suck down the power across the entire island.
Yep, it already is.
Oh, he changed the look of this thing. That's nice. Look at that, it actually has a light refraction on it now. Oh, I like what he did with this. He did a rework on the graphics on this atmospheric control tower. He made that look really nice. Yeah, chat is still building. You can see the crane is still there. Yeah, depending on which side I'm on with the sun. Oh, and it is built. Oh, I like how he did that. That is really nice. Well, I'll say this. You won't have any problem finding this island. Yeah, I like that there. I think that's one of the highest points on the map, too.
I think so.
So that's a great spot for that, because you only build one of them. No, Helga, nothing's your fault. I would blame it on Matrix, but no, I can't do that because he's got too much going on right now. So we'll find somebody to blame it on. And then we get to use my favorite phrase. I didn't say it's your fault. I said I was going to blame you.
Yep.
Alright. That's not going to take it long to do that. That will unlock the... Okay, fine. Eat some food. That will unlock the water filtration boat. And the habitats. And we got so much still to do on this map. I mean, it's just because we got the habitats and everything, we can slap down, you know, we got so much more to do on this map.
Oh, yeah.
We've got probably at least somewhere between 3 to 5 more streams of this. At which point, should be getting pretty close to the point that he's going to be releasing the next planet. The hot planet. That one has me worried. That thing's just, you look at a picture of it, you're just like, there is no water on that at all. No atmosphere, no water, and you see just nothing but lava lines all over the thing. And so it's like, that is going to be a difficult planet to deal with. Alright, so that's going to take it a little while. But, so, the description on the atmospheric control tower, it specifies central hub for regulating the planet's atmosphere, including gas composition and air pressure. So, the fact that it says central hub tells me you only need one of them.
Yep.
Everything else, we're going to need multiples of them. But, oh, I didn't look at the map. I want to see how the radiation cleansing is going. Now that it's actually had time. Oh, wow. Just about got rid of all the radiation. I think I'll have to build one more. I didn't quite get it set perfectly to hit all the radiation. But a vast majority of that radiation zone is cleansed.
Good deal. Good deal.
Then we'll do our climate control. Yeah, we got entire islands that we barely explored. But that also means that now wait a minute. Why is it not showing up on our list? We did the thing that's supposed to show us where the diamond is.
Oh, yeah. Diamond should be available. It popped up previously.
Okay, but it's not showing on the... It's not showing as a filter option on the map. No, that's why I was worried.
Ah, okay.
I kind of expect the diamond to be down here, but it might not be. Chances are it's on this island that we haven't touched at all. Alright, chat, I'm going to grab a quick smoke. Actually, before I grab a quick smoke, we're going to fly over to where he's working to pester him. Not to pester him, but, you know, so that y'all aren't just staring at nothing. I'm going to fly over there so you can help me supervise Pi working. And I would say, out of curiosity, do you really need the full-blown spaceship, or
No, I don't think so.
does the cargo ship actually cover the
It
necessities?
covers all the things that I'm doing.
Other than having the niceness of having the faster ship. Trying to figure out where
Actually, I
you're at.
don't generally use it. I'm at the uranium node for the most part.
Okay, you're over there. Alright. Let's sit on top of your house so that chat can kind of watch what you're doing. Are you heading towards the water or heading towards the mountain with your build?
I'm going to be going along the water for the most part.
Alright, so I'll face the water. Well, that way, while I get up and grab a smoke, chat's not stuck watching me just watch a progress bar of making things.
Oh, unfortunately, you arrived at the most boring part of me making...
I just, when I stopped by, I saw you standing at the bench. I'm going, and he's making stuff.
Yep, exactly, because I need all the gear assemblies for fast rovers, so...
Oh, yeah, yep.
Well, you'll get to watch the water cleanup, if nothing else.
So, Chad, if y'all are wondering what he's working on, though, he's working on putting down our first nuclear power plant. Because I just sucked down all the power on this island. A large majority of his machines and drills and everything all stopped working when I put down that control tower because it sucked up all the power. At 5,000 megawatts, yeah, it's going to suck up most of the power. Actually, you had what, 4,500 currently on this island?
Yeah. So I've had to throw down a few more things, but yeah, it'll work out in a minute.
Yeah. So not only did I suck it all down, but I'm not even getting enough power. But once he gets that nuclear power plant down, the nuclear power plant produces 5,400?
I think so.
Which is miles beyond any of our other power options, because the next big power item is the geothermal plant, and it maxes out at 1,200, and it only gets 1,200 in the super hot regions. Everywhere else, it produces about 600. Which, don't get me wrong, that's better than the 75 that we get out of the solar panel. But solar panels are easy to build. They're cheap.
Yep.
Only problem with solar panels is that when it gets to nighttime, your power has a wax and wane on its efficiency, because when it's dark, you got no power. The way you fix that, though, is that you can build a huge battery bank. But building that big of a battery bank to try to force it to run in the nighttime seems inefficient in this game.
Yep.
So that's why you don't see us building any power storage facilities, because it just the amount of time it takes for it to go from night to day, we get a lot more daytime than we do nighttime. Fine, the machines slow down. But now we've got all the power options, so get the nuclear power going and everything will be running.
Yep.
Plus have some extra power.
Indeed.
And those tier 3 warehouses, those things aren't cheap on power either. They require 50 each.
Yeah.
Now, eventually we'll get to the point that we're not going to worry about building any more tier 3 or tier 2 warehouses. It'll just be tier 1 warehouses. Because all the warehouses contain the same amount of materials. The bonus to building tier 2 and tier 3 is that it increases your stack size. So once we get enough of the tier 3 warehouses down to where the stack size gets to 100, that maxes it out. There's no reason to be building those anymore. Especially with the tier 2 now having an output just like the tier 3 does.
Yep. Yep.
So if we need a warehouse that's going to be a pass-through, you know, the tier 2 is going to be the way to go. Because it's cheaper to build. Yep, DDG broke everything. Oh wow, the whole time I've been grabbing a smoke and staring out at the water, I think he's been in here crafting this entire time.
Yes, I have.
Yep.
And I actually can't finish because we don't have enough iron beams.
You know, I think we might need to do something about that.
There's a spot. I was planning on doing it, but I have 3 different jobs in the oven, and
Yep.
I've only got one oven.
well, let me know. Let me know which one I can take off your plate, and I'll go tinker around with it.
Honestly, either because I was going to go down south where the phosphorus is on this island, and because there's a tier 1 warehouse down there already for the phosphorus.
Yep.
I was going to run gear assemblies and composite beams into that, but you'd have to set it up.
That's easy enough. There's an osmium deposit right there.
Yep, osmium and iron in the locale.
Alright, so gear assemblies and what was the other thing?
Composite beam.
Composite beam. Alright.
So you're going to need iron and osmium.
Yep. Well, I'll do my normal thing of going build the machines for the finished product first and then work my way backwards. So I'm weird like that when it comes to building. Oh. But there's not going to be any power over here.
Oh, we're working on solving that.
Oh, wait. There's a landing pad over here. I can recharge. Well, maybe. But at least now I know where my spaceship is. Alright. So we got 3, 4, and 5. Where it's going in and out. Okay.
More south if you add the phosphorus. Oh, okay, you already marked it. You're just taking a break.
Yep. I'm just checking things. Alright. I built a lot of things tonight, just haven't built any factories tonight. That's interesting. You decided to take the belt up and over the mountain rather than through.
It wouldn't let me go through.
Oh, okay.
It kept giving me red, so I had to stop it and restart it.
There might be a POI inside the mountain.
That's what I'm guessing, or something that it didn't want me to go through.
All right, so that's coming down through there.
Yeah, because I need 200 composite beams for the nuclear reactor.
All right, now.
So if nothing else, those should be first.
Yep, I'm just trying to look at the layout on the warehouse, figure out how I'm going to lay this thing out. We got iron and osmium right there, so I want to go here. Well, this may be another one of those where it says there's a thing here. And it's impossible to find. Okay.
Sure.
So, we need this composite beam. That's going to be an assembler.
Composite beams can be a double assembler because it needs iron beams.
Shit. Okay, do I have more than one iron? I do. Alright, so I can pull these two irons together. Alright, so we're going to come up here. Osmium's there. What's it take to make the... so I'm kind of thinking that while we're here, so I have one extra slot available. Iron plates and osmium ingots. Alright. So you need beams, gear assemblies, you said?
Yep.
Alright, the beams take rods and plates. They did change the math on that, so alright, give me a second. I'm working the math. Help a ton if I get the diamond drills going. Well, because we convert all of our drills to tier 3, you know. Hey, Knucklehead, what's going on?
No point making it like iron or copper tier 3 because the belts can't even support the tier 2.
True. Oh, Helga, make sure to send Knucklehead congratulations. He just hit 500 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh, congrats, Knucklehead.
Let's see. So, I'm going to need to do... I'm doing my calculations on the smelters. That's a lot of smelters.
Yeah, it's going to be a good number.
Absolutely, brother. No worries. Glad to see you made it there. And hey, dude, you skyrocketed.
Well, he's been hitting the grind, so I see him there every morning.
Yep. Yeah, well, I mean, and, not to toot my own horn, but, I found him when he was down in the 50s and introduced him to the community and introduced him to a few tips and tricks that I knew, and his channel has just absolutely exploded. He is doing an absolutely amazing job. I'm very happy for him. I'm betting that he's probably going to hit 1K before I do. Okay, so alright, give me a second, chat. I'm working the math here. My math's coming out to where I'm gonna need 10 smelters, which I can make happen off of 2 iron nodes. Alright, then need those. Well, that's just for iron beams. Shit. Damn it. Making me think of late night into the stream. Damn you, Pie.
That's why I just throw crap at the wall and find out the problem later, and I can just kind of work on that problem.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm working in reverse so that I know what all I need to set up, because, I take in product and then work in reverse to figure out what machines I need, so I can figure out what the layout's going to be, so that, I mean, yes, we talk about embrace the spaghetti, but so that I can have as little of a spaghetti as possible. Because you know me, I like for my factories to look clean. No, wait. 10 is going to do 60 per minute for each one, so that's 600 per minute. 600 per minute. Then we're going to need damn it. I keep thinking of beams, so my brain's doing the math on beams. I gotta divide this up. 5 and 3. So 5 and 3. That's 8. Plates require more. Oh. No, this is burning my synapses in my brain. Shit. I know, chat, y'all can't see me, but I'm literally standing in my doorway with my eyeballs closed, looking at the machines and working the math on each of the machines. Okay, so since it doesn't have exact math on that, then I can run 4 belts for plates. So that's 4 of the smelters. 2 smelters for rods. So that's 6 smelters. Alright, so that takes care of the iron beams. That leaves me with 4 smelters left over. Okay. And the other 4 smelters are going to make ingots, which are going to feed the drill, the okay, you're probably in a better spot than I am. Okay, no, I need more rods because I need rods to make gears. Alright, so 2 more smelters for feeding rods. Those rods are going to make gears. Alright, gears are going to go into that. Alright, so give me the numbers for the gear assembly and the composite beam.
All right. The composite beam is 2 iron beams and 4 osmium alloy.
Alright, so the composite beams need iron beams. Alright. Oh, but it needs osmium alloy. Osmium alloy is...
Yep, we can pipe that right over to you, though.
Okay, alright. But at a volume that I'm trying to do.
I'll pipe it over to you at 240 osmium alloy.
Okay, alright, I can work with that. Alright, so that's the composite beam. Then the gear assembly.
The gear assembly is, let's see, 3 gears per one, which means...
So it's 2.
Yeah, it's 3.
3, okay.
And that's 2 iron rods per...
Yeah. No, I've got the gears figured out. What's the other piece?
Oh, crap, I'm actually dragging this belt over to you. Give me just a minute here.
And now, chat, y'all know what the worst part about this is? We're sitting here doing all this math here in the stream. It's probably going to be another month before we pick the game back up. We ain't going to remember any of this math. So I do kind of find funny.
Yeah, we'll figure it out next time.
Let's suppose I'm doing all this math. I mean, it literally just dawned on me what time it was. And I'm marking all this math, and we're going to be wrapping up in like half an hour. Oh. Piper to 'em.
All right, well, I don't know where exactly you want it, but right behind the warehouse there, and next to your ship.
Yeah, Piper, Knuckle and I have, we've got a pretty strong connection. I feel sad that, he and I haven't had a chance to stream anything together recently. It's been a little while since we've been able to play anything together. But yeah. I worked hard with Knucklehead to help him with his channel, and I'm so excited for him. I'm so proud of him that he's done so much, done so well with his channel. He's put in the time, the effort, and he absolutely deserves all the accolades. And now my brain's left my mouth because I saw that comment and
don't worry about it.
And now all my mouth swam out of my head. Okay, let's see.
I'm headed back. So, but yeah, behind your ship and behind the warehouse, you should see the belt that just kind of ends there. That's your osmium.
All right, so osmium ingots and gears.
Yep, osmium ingots and gears, and then osmium alloy and iron beams.
Wow. All right, we'll make this a plan for next time. Let's take a look at the schedule real quick. Because some of these games, it's better if we, at least in my opinion, I don't know what you think, Pi. But when I say let's look at the schedule, here you go, chat. I'll bring this over here. Y'all can see. This is my schedule. It's posted up on my Discord. Today's Thursday. We're on week 2. We might. I have no idea what kind of mood I'm going to be in this weekend. And that's the reason I have open slots. Because open slots are for me to be able to pick whatever game it is I'm in the mood for. Saturdays recently have become the Wheel of Random, which I kind of like. Because what I wind up doing is I plug in all the different games that Pi and I have started and haven't finished. And we just spin the wheel. And if we don't like the result, then we spin the wheel again. Like, I really want to get back into Small Land, especially with the update that they've just recently dropped, Pi. Did you see the update they dropped?
No, I haven't looked at all.
Oh, it's massive. They added in the new underground biome. So, grubs and all that kind of fun stuff. You thought you were tiny and grounded. No, you tiny, you very tiny in Small Land.
Grounded definitely plays fast and loose with your size.
It does. Okay, well, I don't see myself getting anything else built tonight. And the reason I say that, chat, is that it's 10 o'clock, and if I start a build like what we're talking about, I'm going to spend the next 2 hours working on it, which is going to go well past my bedtime. So what we might need to do here, we might need to just go ahead and call it a night. And, but then again, I don't want to call it a night until Pi's got himself to a good stopping spot.
Give me just a little bit more time.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. Because otherwise both of us would be going, and we were doing something. So I don't want to promise more EDENCRAFTERS this weekend, but it could wind up being one of the ones that we pick up this weekend. Yeah, I don't. I have no idea what I'll be doing this weekend because it's one of those weekends where I won't be home alone. My wife's heading down to Atlanta to go see her sister and go see the new baby, taking the kids with her. I'm staying home because there's still needs to get done here. So and I'm excited for my wife that she gets to go spend some time with her sister finally, and she hasn't got to spend time with her sister in quite a while. So, and honestly, when she goes to spend time with her sisters, you know, if I show up, then I just get in the way. Because I don't do good with just sitting on the couch watching my brother-in-law playing, you know, Xbox games. I get very bored very quickly. I'm a social person, and when he's got his headset on, he's talking to his, you know, teammates that he's, you know, doing battlegrounds or whatever game it is he's playing. Yeah, I get kind of bored just sitting there. So yeah, we'll go hang out where Pie's at, I think. If I can figure out where he's at.
Yeah, I'm checking the gold node here.
Oh, did we get the nuclear power plant put down?
No, we are nowhere near it.
Oh, okay.
Fortunately. What I
Right.
do need is another tier 3 drill, though. Because this gold could definitely use it.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But we can let that run a little static for now. All right, so we got definitely some goals for next time, and that's what I was saying. We might do a little bit this weekend, just so that when we jump back in, you know, what we were working on is still fresh in the brain.
Yep.
But I'll chat with you off stream about that. See what we want to do. But I mean, in the overall, we got quite a bit accomplished today.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Hey, it was a lot of manual crafting, unfortunately, but we managed to really advance the progression, get us the tools that we need to really advance this, because now that we have the tools, or we have the tools to be able to find the products that we need, now Pi and myself will be able to build some super factories. I think we are going to need to build a steel factory, so I need to find another graphene deposit. But I have a suspicion. We have that super hot island over on the southeast side that we haven't touched. I'm betting I throw a climate control tower down on it. It's got a little desert in the middle of it. Kind of reminds me of the tiny island from the first map. But I'm betting that I get something set up there, Pi, and we can have our steel factory there.
Yeah.
That's my bet, because I'm pretty certain there's probably going to want to be iron there. There's probably going to be graphene. I think we could do something with that island.
Yeah, because if you look at making the advanced panel thing,
Yeah.
it requires gold alloy, amethyst alloy, and then something else.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to require trains. There's no way if Sandra buts about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When I looked at that, I already knew that was going to require a train. And we'll just have to decide where it's going. But if we're going to do a train, we're going to need a crap ton of steel. Because those train tracks are not cheap.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've gotten quite a bit done. We've advanced our, at least terraforming stages, quite a bit. Now, the other thing I want to do, though, next time we hop on, this is what I was thinking, maybe like Saturday or something like that, when we have a little extra time. Trying to find the rest of the research spots. Because we have to find all the research spots, all the research notes from Dr. Anatoly, and then we get the new power source.
Yep.
Which is funny because it's solar. But it's the size of a climate. It's the size of a climate control tower. That's massive.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm glad you were willing to join me tonight on EDENCRAFTERS because after the way the week's gone, I needed something that was a little bit more chill and relaxed. Don't get me wrong, Friday night, we got our more chill game where we play Roadcraft. But to be perfectly honest, I gotta get bored of Roadcraft every while.
For sure.
Hey, don't get me wrong, it's fun, seeing how we are able to do certain things in the game and everything. But yeah, for tonight, I think we'll probably wrap up. Unless you still got some more that you're wanting to do.
No, I'm just finishing out this little bit of a change here, and should be good just about.
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of up our osmium ingot thing over here.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, when I look at the time and then I look at the build that I was working out in my head, I was like, there is no way I am going to get that going tonight because that's going to be a lot. And sadly, because we don't have there's a lot of materials that we don't have being automated like we've done in the past. We kind of fast-tracked a little bit. So now we had to backtrack a little bit to go and get all these materials being automated.
Yep.
It makes it a little bit more challenging because you're wanting to do the big build and get the factory going, but then you're like, but now I gotta go manually make all this stuff. So,
all right, let me just tuck myself into a building here and call it good.
Yeah, you just let me know, and I'll wrap up the stream. Actually, I'll go ahead and wrap up. I'll go ahead and wrap up here.
Yep, and I'm out. So we're good.
All right. All right, chat. We are gonna call it here. Let's take a look. Let's see who's on. Yeah, let's take a look and see who's on. Let's go visit. You know what? Since we're talking about him and everything, let's go give Knucklehead a visit. So, all right, chat. Y'all have a great night, and I'll catch up to you on the next one. Later.
Have a good one, everyone.
The